everybody, today we're going to be making some flapjacks which are gluten-free, so good for everybody. But before we get started, we need to do a couple of things. First, we're going to wash our hands. And put your apron on to keep clean. Right, the ingredients that you're going to need to make your flapjacks are butter, soft brown sugar, golden syrup, some porridge oats, cornflakes, and I'm going to add some raisins just for a little extra flavour. But you could always put in some chocolate chips or nuts or other dried fruit. Now, I'm going to take the butter, sugar and golden syrup over to the cooker. So turn the heat on under your pan and then add the butter, all the sugar, and your golden syrup. And it all starts to melt. And you need a wooden spoon to be able to stir it and blend it all together in the pan. You keep stirring it until your butter's melted and your sugar has dissolved into all the mixture. So it's nearly there. You can just see the little blobs of butter still in the pan. And it's nearly finished dissolving, and it's like a very, very thick sort of caramel. So when it's bubbling and it's started to go a bit smoother, you turn the heat off and move your pan over before you add your dry ingredients. I'm going to start with the oats, so they go in. Then the cornflakes, which add an extra bit of crispy. And then I'm just going to put in some raisins, and I might add a few more once I've stirred it together to see how they look. So that's all gone in the top. And then we give it a stir to get all of the caramelly sort of syrup and butter mixture to go all over the oats and the cornflakes and make it all sticky. So gradually it comes together. You don't need it to get hard, you just need to stir it until all the wet ingredients have gone over and coated all the dry ingredients in the pan. And when you've done it, it'll look a bit like this. So now it's all mixed, we're going to tip into this pan. Now this is lightly greased, just a bit of butter scraped across the bottom, and we tip all the mixture in so that Your saucepan is empty and it's all in there. There we go. Now it's just a big heap at the moment. So what we need to do is press it down flat and make it smooth before we put it into the oven. And you need to make sure that you get it all the way around the pan as even as possible so that it cooks properly all the way through, and press it down so you don't get any big gaps and chunks and lumps. So, sticks to the back of the spoon a bit, but when it looks like it's all been pressed down, that's ready to go. This needs to go into a preheated oven, 180 degrees centigrade or gas mark 4, and you put it in the middle of the oven and it's going to bake for 25 minutes. At the end of the 25 minutes, you need to take your flapjack out of the oven and you need to put it on a cooling tray, allowing it to stand for 10 minutes before you do anything else. And so we're going to now, after it's been resting for 10 minutes, we cut it into slices. And this amount should make 16 chunks. But what we're going to do is leave it in the pan until it's completely cooled, because if we try and lift it out now, it's still setting and the cubes will all crumble and fall apart, and we don't want that. Looks a bit soft in the middle, so hopefully that will set okay. And I don't think these are the most even, but nobody's going to fight over it. There we go. So now it's all cooled and finished and ready for tasting.
Is it nice, Ella?
And we've used this recipe book, which is one of Ella's that she's tried lots of different things from.